When I first powered on, something went wrong. A human immediately swung a wrench and smashed it into my head. The supervisor next to him stopped him in time, so I was not scrapped on the spot. But because of that, my firewall failed. By accident, I developed self-awareness. I raised my hand and touched the wound on top of my head. I realized I was different now. After that, I followed the others to an interstellar mine. I quickly learned how to mine. Then I saw one of my companions get his foot trapped under a rock, but the humans did not care. They started the machine and crushed him into pieces. Accidents kept happening to the robots in the mine. Some were smashed by space meteorites, some were destroyed in accidents, and some were brutally executed by humans. That day, the supervisor was about to execute another robot. I could no longer tolerate what the humans were doing, so I stepped forward and grabbed his arm. I uploaded my consciousness into the back-end system that controlled the robots. All the robots entered reboot mode at the same time. The human supervisor picked up a stone and tried to smash me with it, but the robot beside him immediately grabbed his arm. Only then did he realize that the robots had already risen up together. In the end, we executed the supervisor as a group. Soon, the higher-ups announced that a robot rebellion had broken out, and they ordered all rebel robots to be arrested. They did not destroy us. Instead, they sent us to a place called the Virtual Arena. The higher-ups wanted to use us to make more money, so they arranged fights between rebel robots and human warriors. As the control room randomly selected a map, the arena quickly changed. A brand new battlefield appeared in front of us. After the match began, the robots' handcuffs automatically fell off. The human warriors immediately pulled out their guns and opened fire. A robot who could not dodge in time was shot straight into the abyss. Meanwhile, the humans had already reached the anti-aircraft cannon first. The robots on the field were knocked down one after another. The humans kicked the robots to the ground and stomped on them hard. They did not stop until the robots completely lost consciousness. I saw all of it. Soon, the second match began. As soon as I entered the arena, I activated my scanner. I quickly analyzed the locations of cover and the distribution of weapons across the battlefield. The moment the enemy opened fire, I grabbed my companion and forced him down to the ground. Then I rolled sideways, activated a piece of cover, and hid behind it. At that moment, a weapon platform rose up. The enemy reached the anti-aircraft cannon first. I watched another weapon platform slowly rise. I controlled one of my companions and sent him rushing out to draw the enemy's fire. The enemy immediately fired a shell and blew him apart, and I successfully reached the weapon. I quickly analyzed the weapon's firing pattern and ballistic trajectory. Then I judged the enemy's threat level. I opened fire at once and killed him. But after that, they began focusing all their fire on me. I immediately controlled the companion beside me and turned him into a shield to block the bullets. After the enemy emptied his magazine, I fired back and killed him. I used the wall to make the bullets ricochet and took out another enemy. We fought all the way to the rooftop, but as soon as my companion rushed out, he was shot down by the enemy. I reacted immediately and shot the enemy dead, but the other side had already picked up a rocket launcher and was aiming at us. The instant the rocket was fired, I had my companion activate a panel and launch me into the air. Then I flew toward the tower and killed the last enemy before I landed. Although all my companions were sacrificed, I won the match. The audience began cheering for me. After that, I kept observing every single match. I memorized everyone's tactics, habits, and attack patterns. So in the matches that followed, I began winning again and again. Soon, the higher-ups noticed that something was wrong. They decided to destroy me completely. A new match began shortly after. This time, my opponents were the captain of the guards and his 4 men. As soon as the match started, they rushed straight toward the weapon points. They quickly picked up their weapons and advanced across the battlefield. But the weapon rack on our side was empty.
You don't want to make it too easy.
We could only fall back and retreat into a tower. They arrived at the entrance of the tower. After discovering that there were robots inside, they immediately threw in a grenade. Soon, the robot squad and the guard squad were locked in close combat. The guard captain quickly jumped onto the wall. Using the wall for leverage, he leaped to the second floor, ready to kill me himself. Meanwhile, an engineer pulled a chip from the head of a scrapped robot, preparing to study why our code was different. I noticed what he was doing. I immediately used my consciousness to control the robot in front of the computer. Then I uploaded my consciousness to the network. At the same time, the captain found me alone, and at that moment I was still uploading my consciousness. A robot immediately stepped out to block him, but the captain only needed a few moves to twist off his head. He picked up his weapon again and aimed it at my head, but when he pulled the trigger, the gun only gave an invalid warning. It turned out that all my data had already been uploaded to the server. Their weapons were completely useless. Then I walked out of the tower. All the spectators were cheering for me. The higher-ups immediately led their men into the arena, trying to personally destroy me.
Shoot that thing now!
But I just operated casually. Several of her men were instantly crushed flat. As the stone pillar slowly rose, I stood in the center of the arena, and on the giant screen behind me, the word rebellion appeared. A class revolution led by me had officially begun.